What are college football's blocking below the waist rules? Imagine a game where players can't just go low and hit hard in certain situations. That's because college football has specific rules about blocking below the waist. These rules are all about keeping players safe and preventing injuries. When a player blocks below the waist, it means they contact an opponent at or below the waist level while the opponent has one or both feet on the ground. These kinds of blocks can be dangerous because they put stress on knees and ankles. So the rules restrict them to certain situations. Only offensive linemen and stationary backs, who are completely inside the area called the tackle box, can legally block below the waist. The tackle box is the space between the offensive tackles extending back to the end line. These players can use low blocks only inside this area and during the initial charge at the line of scrimmage. Defensive players who are standing still within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage inside the tackle box can also block below the waist when they first move to engage. But outside these specific conditions, blocking below the waist is illegal. If a player outside the tackle box at the snap tries to block below the waist, it's against the rules. This also applies after a team gains possession of the ball, like after a turnover. No player can block below the waist except against the ball carrier in these situations. During kicking plays, such as free kicks or punts, blocking below the waist is not allowed unless the player is blocking the ball carrier. Illegal blocks below the waist can include crackback blocks, peel-back blocks, or cut blocks, especially when performed outside the allowed zones. When officials see these illegal blocks, they call a penalty. The penalty is 15 yards added to the spot of the foul, which can be costly. Officials pay close attention during special teams plays and after turnovers because these are common times for such blocks to happen. Recent rule updates have made these restrictions clearer and simpler to follow. Coaches and players need to be aware of where they are on the field before attempting a low block. Offensive linemen and stationary backs inside the tackle box can use low blocks to help open running lanes, but they must avoid doing so outside the designated area. Players on kick returns or outside the tackle box should steer clear of low blocks to prevent penalties and injuries. Overall, college football rules allow blocking below the waist only in specific, safe situations. These rules mainly restrict such blocks to linemen and stationary backs inside the tackle box. Outside these conditions, blocking below the waist is illegal and can lead to penalties. The goal is to keep players safe while maintaining a fair and exciting game.